Afternoon, guys. Our Wembley dream is over for this year, but a good close-fought battle today, I think, against a decent Cockfosters side. Corley, what your take on the game?
First of all, I think they were very well organised, as we knew, and they were up for a real battle today. And I don't think we've come across a team like that for the majority of this year, if I'm honest with you. I thought that they rolled their sleeves up. They were very direct, as we were. The preparation was spot on in terms of the analysis that we done in preparation for the game. And ultimately, I don't think we've done enough really to win the game. And on the other side, I don't think they have. We've given them a goal. We've gifted them a goal with a poor decision and a mistake. But our boys again have showed brilliant character to knock on the door. And again, I've just asked the statistician there. I think we've had 20 long throws under the crossbar. We've had maybe 12 to 15 corners, and they've defended their box really, really well. Yep. So. I've got to give them credit and obviously congratulate them and wish them the best of luck in the next round. But we've met our match a little bit today physically, I thought, and I don't think we really had the quality to. Well, we didn't have the quality today to break them down and create enough opportunities outside of set pieces. And then when it goes to penalties, it's a lottery. So obviously, really frustrated. Everyone is, but we've got to use this to fuel our bellies for what lies ahead in terms of the league and the potential of going to another cup final. Yeah,
Matt, I think it was unusual for us. I think in a game that we didn't create a lot of chances from open play, and you know, as Corley said, that they really set up well against us. We've got to use this as a springboard. I think for is it Rustle next week we got?
Yeah.
You know, they got beat today, so we've got to bounce back and get ourselves sorted out for next Saturday.
Yeah, I think, look, obviously take the opportunity to. I mean, there's over 1,500 people here, and I think if you wind the clock back 18 months in terms of the progress that we've made as a football club on and off the pitch, I think we've got to understand that we haven't got any entitlement to win these type of games. They're a good team. They're a decent side, and they've got some good players. And so have we. And if you look at the final third entries, and although we haven't created loads in terms of fluidity, I think it wasn't a game like that because we're both quite direct teams. I think it was second balls winning. We've won balls. I mean, I don't know how many final third entries are, but there was a lot for us, a lot more than for them. And we've put balls in the box, and that was going to be the way we were going to win the game today. Our goals come from a second phase on a set piece. We've then put a cross in the box, which we worked on this week, and we've won a penalty. They're down to 10 men, we missed a penalty. Now, if you come away winning 2-1, everyone's sitting there going, listen, we've done really well today. That's the way the game looked. And that's how fine margins are in the game. So I think it's so important as a football club from top to bottom, including the fan base, that we don't get too despondent. We can be disappointed, but we can't be despondent because ultimately over 90 minutes we still haven't lost the game. And you're talking months and months and months since anyone's come here and beat us, and they haven't beaten us today. We've lost on penalties. So I think it's really important to remember that, and that's the message that we've given the players as well. We've got some massive games coming up, and at the end of the day, there's hundreds of football teams up and down the country that would swap places with us over the last 18 months in terms of 2 cup finals, semi-finals, been to Wembley and won. And yeah, we've got, like Jamie said, we've got to utilise this. We lost in the Kent Cup final, we lost in the playoff semi-final. We used that at Wembley to be able to go and win. And we've got some players in there that haven't sort of had that disappointment yet, and that will help today. Like, it really will help, because you're playing big games in front of big crowds, which is what we're all here to do, and you lose on penalties. That's disappointment, and it's really important now we have a good week on the training ground going into a massive game against Rustle. But if you're looking at it like we want to send a real good message out over these next, we've got 3 massive league games in the rest of the month now, with Rustle here, Tunbridge Wells here and Lartfield here, and we've got to make sure that this time next Saturday we're leaving here with 3 points and put today back sort of to bed a little bit. But I think we've won other games like we should have won the game today, because we've won other games like that this year, and that's how the game is. So like I say, I'm really proud of our players and our club in terms of what we've done and what we've put on today. Four outside, we've got bars outside, we've got food outlets, we've got 1,500 people here. We're Step 5 football club. If we were playing away today, there would have been 300 there at the most. So I think it's really important to congratulate Punjab for going through, because I think they went through against Fisher. So they obviously fly the flag for the league. But let's not forget where we've been and what we've been doing, and these players have been fantastic for this football club, and I think we can really utilise today. I really do.
Yeah, 100%. And Corley, when Matt's point there about utilising it going forward, the players worked so hard today, and it was a real physical battle at times. Difficult to referee. I thought that the officials weren't, too bad. But when we go equalise, get a goal back, and then probably 5 minutes later on we get awarded a penalty, that can change. Obviously, if you score 2-1 up, it could have really changed the game in our favour. There's a lot to look forward to, as Matt says. How do you see the next month coming up?
I think as a fan and as a management team, when your players run through brick walls like they did today, and you just don't get the rub of the green in terms of penalty shootout, you can't ask for any more. You get frustrated with the quality today, and we didn't really create enough in open play. But like I say, that they've given us absolutely everything. They've given the club everything today, and it just wasn't to be. And you're one officiating decision away or a penalty shootout away from losing the game. And like, as Matt said, it happens throughout the whole country at all levels. So, listen, we're all frustrated, but ultimately we want to get out of this league, and it's one less game that we're looking at now, and you just got to spin it and put positives on it. You really do. And they're hurting in there, the players, because like I say, a lot of them weren't there, didn't have the opportunity to experience that last season. So there's a lot of them that are frustrated and upset. But as I said, you've got to use that for fire in your belly, and we've got to get out of step 5. And the results have gone well for us today in terms of Rustle losing, and we've got to look forward to next Saturday now.
Yeah, and I think you can see just from the reaction of the opposition what it means to them. We were in that position last year. We know the joy that this competition can bring, but we've been knocked out now, so we've got to move on and get out of this league, Matt. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah, I think we've said it in all of our interviews from the start. This competition, let's not hide the fact we wanted to go back to Wembley, so we're not hiding that fact at any point. But the priority this season is to get out of step 5, and that has been our focus. Last year's winning that trophy has given us what we want to do. Like I say, I'm not hiding from the fact we would have loved to be in the quarterfinals, and fair play to them. They're in the quarterfinals now, and they've got an opportunity to get to Wembley, and we don't. That's fine.
Yep.
But ultimately, if you look over the 2 years, if we get out of this division and we've won at Wembley and we can get another appearance in the Kent Cup final, that's a good 2 years in anyone's books at any football club at any level. And ultimately, that's the way we've got to look at it now. Yes, this is disappointing, but for me, I'm pleased. I'm proud of what we've achieved so far. And as I say, we're a penalty shootout away from going back to the last 8 of this national competition. We're in the last 16 after nearly 600 teams enter. And we've had an FA Cup run, which we've forgotten about, which we've reached the highest level, where the furthest the club's ever gone.
Yeah.
So I think, and like I say, we're getting 1,600 people here. Like, it's unbelievable. A cold February afternoon in Whitstable. And that's what it's about. Like, we just got to keep moving forward, which we are doing and we have done. And we've got some good players. I thought Harvey was fantastic on his debut today. Showed some great intelligent football. And like I say, I thought if you look at the front players today, were they as good as they were last week? No, but you've got to give them some credit. So I think, like I say, big pat on the back to the football club, big pat on the back to the supporters, pat on the back to the players. Let's just get back in here Saturday. I already want to get back here Saturday. That's for me. Get back on the heels, train, work hard, back here Saturday, and let's just get the feel-good factor back in here on Saturday for the players. Because, like I say, we're flying.
Yeah, absolutely, boys. Brush yourselves down, and we go again.
Absolutely.